I remember my granny telling stories to my sister and to myself. And one story that my sister made me hear umpteenth number of times is one of her favorite fairy tales, The Princess and the Frog. Now I'm talking about the fairy tale on a frog that reminds me about a poem that you have all read in your syllabus. And believe me when I say that this is going to be a very interesting poem to learn. I am talking about the poem, The Frog and the Nightingale by Vikram Seth. Vikram Seth was born in Calcutta, now Kolkata, in 1952. And he is a lot more than just an Indian poet. He is also a novelist, a travel writer, lyricist, children's writer, biographer, and memoirist. Well, that is one talented writer, isn't it? Now, some of his favorite works include Mapping, a collection of his poems published in 1980, The Golden Gate, which is a novel published in 1986, and A Suitable Boy, another novel published in 1993. He was awarded for his literary works with the Sahitya Academy Award in 1988, the Pravari Bharatiya Samman in 2005, and the Padma Shri Award in the year 2007. How impressive! Now, the poem we are about to read today, The Frog and the Nightingale, is taken from his book of poems called Beastly Tales from Here and There. Once upon a time, a frog croaked away in Bengal bog. Every night from dusk to dawn, he croaked on and on and on. Other creatures loathed his voice, but alas, they had no choice. And the crass cacophony blared out from the sumach tree, at whose foot the frog each night minstrelled on till morning night. Neither stones, nor prayers, nor sticks, insults or complaints or bricks stilled the frog's determination to display his heart's elation. But one night, a nightingale in the moonlight cold and pale perched upon the sumach tree, casting forth her melody. In the first part, we are introduced to the notorious frog, who is totally insensitive to the inconvenience that he's causing to the other creatures around him. Let's go line by line and understand this part a little better and find out what the poet has to say. The first two lines, we come to know of the exact location or residence of the frog. He lives in a place called Bengal Bog. Now, this is not a real place, of course. It is a fictitious or an imaginary place created out of the poet's imagination. The word bog actually means a marshy or a swampy area. This is the kind of place where frogs are actually found. In the next two lines, the poet tells us that the frog keeps on singing continuously from dusk until dawn, which means late evenings to early morning. He croaks continuously throughout the day. The next two lines, we see how much the creatures hated the frog's voice, but they hardly have any choice but to bear him. And in the last three lines, we see that the frog began singing in his hoarse voice from the foot of the sumach tree at night and continued right till the morning. Here we can see that the frog became everyone's source of annoyance. In the fourth line, the word on is used, which actually means on, O-N. It has been repeated thrice to emphasize how the noise created by the frog troubled everyone. The poet has used A-W-N on instead of on to rhyme it with the word dawn in the previous line. Tutormate. For more amazing video lectures, download the free app on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store.